We are all set to start the listening question types now. There are normally 7 question types that you come across in the IELTS listening module. In order to explain you how each type is done, I am going to pick one type and explain and do it with you so that you become familiar with the format. Not only you become familiar with the format, but also how to do it in the real-time situation. So the question types are forms, notes, tables, flowcharts, and summary completion, multiple choice questions, short answer questions, sentence completion questions. You will be labeling a diagram, plan, or a map, and you'll be doing classification questions and the matching questions. So let us start, take them up one by one. So our objective would be to get the best out of this class and get the highest possible band score that would guarantee us success. So let's move forward, and let us start doing the question types together. Now, whenever I will come across with a question type, you will see on the screen the general instructions that you should follow when doing that particular question type. So I'm not going to repeat those things for you. I will just try to do it practically with you. So here, whenever you are going anywhere, doing anything, you have to fill forms. So this is one such form filling activity. Whenever it comes to the IELTS listening, the direction is very important. What type of answer is required? And for example, here the direction says use no more than 3 words and or a number. So that's the parameter that you have to follow when giving the answer. Now it's very simple. Whenever we are trying to do these form filling answers, the screen suggests, for example, this is a form of motor registry and you are noting down telephone messages. So what is that factual information that you have to note down? You have to note down the caller's name, you have to note down the date of birth, and you have to note down the telephone number and the type of the car. Now remember, caller's name, date of birth, telephone, and type of car. Now here there are a few things that I need to tell you. Number 1, the answer should not be more than 3 words. But in addition, we can have a number also. Or we can have 2 words and a number or a number. So you are allowed to write up to 3 words and or a number. And question number 10, which is the telephone, already has 0412. So please note that 0412 will not be the part of answer. Whatever is written on the question booklet will not be transferred onto the answer sheet. So let us start doing it. Let's play it and find out. We are looking for caller's name, date of birth, telephone, and type of car. So let's start.
Listening Section 1. Extract 1. Questions 8 to 11.
Good morning, Motor Registry.
Oh, good morning. I'd like to arrange a day to take my driving test.
OK. Have you done the knowledge test yet?
Yes, I've passed that. I got 99%.
Right. What's your name? And I'll just check that on the computer. Oh, no, the computers aren't working right now. You'll have to give me your details and I'll call you back. What's your name?
Caroline Black. That's Caroline, Black.
OK, and your date of birth?
22nd of November, 1984.
November the 22nd. Oh, that's today. Happy birthday. 1984. And can you give me a contact number so I can call you back?
I'll give you my mobile. It's 0412 129 807.
0412 129. Did you say 811?
No, 807.
Right, got it. And can you tell me what make and model of car you'll be using for the test?
Yes, it's a Ford. A Ford station wagon. It's my dad's car.
OK, Ford station wagon. Well, when the computers are working again, I'll call you back with a date for the test.
Oh, all right.
Now please
Thanks.
notice here that Caroline Black, very well, but date of birth, I have used both the formats. You will just write one. So the most appropriate is 22/11/1984, or you can write November 22nd, 1984. Both fit the description of our directions, so fine. And then the telephone number was 0412 129 807. So when you transfer the answer, you will not transfer 0412 because that is part of the question booklet. You will only transfer 129 807. And what is the type of car? Ford station wagon. So that's it. Now let's move on to the next question type and see what it asks. So we are now talking about note completion, and I told you that you have to make guesses by underlining the keywords. First of all, the question says write no more than 3 words. Now you cannot write a number, so no more than 3 words. Now basically the heading says Lonely Planet, head office located in. In means in comes before a city or a country. So head office located in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. Head office located in Canada. Head office located in America, but branches worldwide. So we'll listen and we'll find out. Uses a variety of dash to be competitive. So what are those variety of dash? We will listen and we will find out. And for what are those variety of things? That is, for example, tracking customers and allowing a name to be used by a dash. So let us listen and find out. Okay, now let's play.
Listening Section 4. Extract 2. Questions 7 to 9.
Lonely Planet is one of a number of highly successful publishers of travel books. The company is based in Australia, but also has offices in a number of other countries. The travel guide business is a highly competitive market, and so to compete, they have adopted a range of marketing strategies. One thing they excel at is tracking individual customers, which in turn allows them to measure how well their marketing is working. They've also licensed the name Lonely Planet to a TV program of the same name as part of their overall strategy.
Okay, we could use the word marketing strategies also, or strategies also. Both would be correct. So remember, head office located in Australia but branches worldwide, uses a variety of strategies or uses a variety of marketing strategies to be competitive. For example, tracking customers and allowing name to be used by a TV program. Now let's move on to the next question type and see how it goes. And the next question type is table completion. Table completion is a very easy question type because the information is organized in a tabular format in rows and columns. So identifying is very easy. For example, column 1 tells us about cinema, column 2 tells us about films, column 3 tells us about time showing, and the last column is mentioning type of film. So let us play and find out. Please note that the answer has to be no more than 3 words and or a number for each answer. So let's do it.
Listening Section 2. Extract 2. Questions 10 to 12.
Thank you for calling the Rialto Family Cinemas. The following information is for Saturday, the 3rd of February. Please collect reserved tickets 15 minutes before the commencement of the film. In Cinema 1, we are showing Shrek 2, the sequel to the smash hit Shrek. One performance only this morning at 11:15. This is an animated fairy tale suitable for all the family. In Cinema 2, we have the award-winning documentary The Long Journey, commencing at 6:15 p.m. Don't miss this extraordinary first-hand account. In Cinema 3, by popular demand, the Jackie Chan favourite Armour of God, commencing at 5:30 p.m. with a repeat performance at 9:15. This is Jackie Chan at his best in a classic action film.
Now, see, information was not difficult. You already knew what you are going to listen to. But please note that here the spelling matters a lot. The spelling of the long journey has to be correct. Likewise, the spelling of action has to be correct. So spelling matters a lot. So grammar, spelling, both you should be aware of whenever you are trying to fill up these applications. Now let's move on to our next question type. So I hope you got the table completion right. Now let's move on to the next question type, which is flowchart completion. Now when it comes to flowchart completion, you have to understand that there are various signpost words that help you. For example, there are words like the first step is to do this, and then after this initial process, and then, and incidentally, and finally. So these words guide you on how to approach the text. So basically, the article is about the production of olive oil, and your answer has to be no more than 3 words. So just have a look at the blanks first. Olives picked, dash, fruit taken to the dash and crushed, extra virgin oil produced from first pressing, product bottled and dash, and transported to markets, dash and dash. So the signpost words are already given here. Have a look at them briefly. Let's play and let's find out.
Listening Section 4. Extract 3. Questions 10 to 13.
The production of olive oil is an expensive business. The best oil comes from olives that have been hand-picked, as machines tend to damage the fruit, so the first step is to pick the olives by hand. After this initial process, the fruit is transported to the mills where it is carefully crushed. Incidentally, the very best oil, known as extra virgin oil, comes from the first crush. The paste which results from the crushing process is mixed until oil droplets form, and the precious liquid gold is then bottled in beautiful containers and labelled to show its origin. The oil finally finds its way into shops and supermarkets, both at home and abroad.
Okay, so hope you understood when we were talking about the signpost words also. If you want, I can play it again for you so that you can notice the signpost words. So let us just, if possible, play this again so that you can understand the signpost words which are given in this box on your screen. So let's just do it again.
Listening Section 4. Extract 3. Questions 10 to 13.
The production of olive oil is an expensive business. The best oil comes from olives that have been hand-picked, as machines tend to damage the fruit, so the first step is to pick the olives by hand. After this initial process, the fruit is transported to the mills where it is carefully crushed. Incidentally, the very best oil, known as extra virgin oil, comes from the first crush. The paste which results from the crushing process is mixed until oil droplets form, and the precious liquid gold is then bottled in beautiful containers and labelled to show its origin. The oil finally finds its way into shops and supermarkets, both at home and abroad.
So these were the signpost words that we were using, and they were important. So I hope you got it right. Let's move on to the next question type.